In the tapestry of 1938 Korea, a small trading company dealing in noodles, dried fish, and local vegetables marked the birth of Samsung. Little did the world foresee the metamorphosis of this humble enterprise into a global powerhouse, crafting not only cutting-edge electronics, but also shaping skylines, constructing roads, pioneering healthcare, and even delving into the aerospace realm. At its helm was Lee Byung-chul, who, at 28, embarked on a journey to build an empire. A night of self-reflection triggered a resolute commitment to business. Despite starting with groceries, Samsung under Lee's vision aimed higher. The name Samsung, meaning 3 stars in Korean, belies its cultural significance. Far from mediocre, 3 stars symbolize grandeur and enduring power in Korea. Explore untold stories of iconic brands and personalities at the Bullish Society. Uncover forgotten archives, secrets, and narratives that shape our world. Meet visionaries, voices of change, and immerse yourself in defining stories. Subscribe now and join our community of storytellers. Don't miss the tales behind every success and failure. This is not just a story of commerce, it's a tale of ambition, resilience, and the extraordinary journey of a company that transformed the mundane into the extraordinary. With Samsung's evolution, 3 words resonate: big, powerful, and everlasting. Despite challenges from the Korean War, Lee diversified, starting with a sugar refinery and expanding into textiles, clothing, a department store, and insurance. This strategic expansion made Lee the wealthiest man, paving the way for Samsung's ascent. In 1968, Samsung Electronics was born, dominating black and white TV production with efficient assembly lines. The journey continued with home appliances, prompting Samsung to acquire a semiconductor company to control the supply chain, providing chips globally, even to rivals like Apple. Samsung's diversified portfolio extends to remarkable ventures beyond gadgets. Samsung Heavy Industries is a mega shipbuilder, and Samsung Construction and Trading contributed to global landmarks like the Burj Khalifa. They own South Korea's largest theme park, Everland Hotels, and Samsung Town. Their non-profit foundation includes a university and a Samsung Medical Center, highlighting impact in education and healthcare. While Samsung's trajectory might seem the quintessential entrepreneurial success story, starting small and gradually building an empire, the reality harbors controversy. Post-Korean War, South Korea grappled with economic woes, prompting the president to champion large businesses like Samsung. Fueled by generous financing, tax breaks, and protective measures, these conglomerates flourished. Notably, the government curtailed competition by restricting other countries, like Japan, from selling electronics in South Korea, steering consumers towards Samsung products. During this period, the South Korean government, aiming to spur economic growth, slashed taxes by a significant 50% for companies operating in the electronic sector. However, a critical detail emerges. Samsung, towering over the industry, reaped unparalleled benefits. The government, in essence, redirected American relief funds post-war straight into Samsung's coffers, fueling an unprecedented expansion. This accelerated rise owes much to Samsung's founder, Lee, and his adept political maneuvering, notably fostering close ties with South Korea's presidents. The bond with political figures granted Samsung a series of preferential treatments, including exemption from export limits imposed on other companies. In a peculiar turn, government-associated banks extended exceedingly generous credit terms to Lee, facilitating Samsung's ambitious expansion plans. Curiously, Lee, having received substantial funds from these banks, employed some to acquire these very institutions, showcasing an intricate web of financial strategy. While the government's robust support undoubtedly bolstered South Korea's overall economy, the flip side unfolded in the form of collateral damage to smaller Korean businesses. Samsung's overwhelming resources and government-backed might make the competition an uphill battle for these enterprises. This dynamic led some to view Lee as a symbol of corruption, as his symbiotic relationship with the government appeared to stifle fair market competition. Broader concerns emerged regarding the South Korean economy's potential over-reliance on Samsung, a single entity with extensive involvement in diverse industries. A 2014 study reveals that Samsung constituted about 17% of the entire South Korean economy, highlighting a vulnerability that could impact the nation significantly. This concern is rooted in the concept of chaebols, family-owned conglomerates with massive empires built through close government ties. While LG and Hyundai are peers, Samsung stands as the largest, contributing to a scenario where a few families control a disproportionate share of South Korea's wealth, power, and influence. This prompts contemplation on the intricate interplay of economic success and potential pitfalls. In 1987, Samsung faced a pivotal transition as founder Lee Byung-chul passed away, handing control to his son, Lee Kun-hee. This transition marked a turning point where Samsung's connections with the government took a controversial turn. In 1996, Lee Kun-hee faced bribery charges involving a former president. However, due to Samsung's influential government ties, the president at the time granted him a pardon with no further consequences. The saga continued in 2008 when Lee Kun-hee was accused of managing a political slush fund, leading to charges of tax evasion and embezzlement. Despite his guilty verdict and public apology, he stepped down without serving jail time. Astonishingly, within 2 years, a new South Korean president pardoned him, allowing Lee Kun-hee to resume his role as Samsung's chairman without repercussions. Lee Kun-hee's repeated charges of bribery, corruption, and tax evasion, coupled with his lenient treatment, underscored a tight nexus between Samsung and the government. The ability to overturn public convictions showcased the extent of this connection. A controversial book, Think Samsung, authored by Samsung's former chief legal counsel, alleged that Lee Kun-hee misappropriated around $9 billion from Samsung subsidiaries, engaged in evidence destruction, and bribed officials to secure his son's succession as the head of Samsung. Reports also surfaced of Samsung allegedly bribing presidential candidates and aides. South Korea's media largely avoided discussing this book, as criticizing Samsung could be perceived as an attack on the nation itself. The fear of antagonizing Samsung, a colossal national entity, was palpable, emphasizing the company's immense influence over the government, media, and the entire country. Adding a surreal twist to the narrative, when Lee Kun-hee's son assumed leadership, he too faced charges of embezzlement and bribery, mirroring his father's legal troubles. It's crucial to emphasize that these actions involve a limited number of individuals within Samsung, a vast conglomerate with hundreds of thousands of employees. Unfairly tainting the entire corporation with the actions of a few is imprudent. Undoubtedly, Samsung has contributed significantly to South Korea's prosperity, but delving into the murky realms of backroom dealings, bribery, and government entanglements unveils a more nuanced perspective. Samsung's success story, once seen as a fairy tale, gains new dimensions as it navigates the intricate terrain of corporate governance and legal controversies. Yet, the story doesn't conclude here. One must delve into one of the most significant disasters in Samsung's storied history. Picture waking up in your room to an alarming scene, filled with smoke, a noxious smell in the air, and your Samsung Note 7 smartphone ablaze. This scenario played out globally in 2016, prompting airlines to ban the device from flights. What's disconcerting is that Samsung was aware of several incidents, yet their initial response was sluggish. As more explosions occurred, the media spotlight intensified, compelling Samsung to halt production and initiate a massive product recall, incurring a staggering cost exceeding $5 billion and severe reputational damage. To exacerbate the situation, the replacement products introduced by Samsung also succumbed to the same overheating issue, initially attributing the problem to faulty batteries. Samsung soon realized it was intricately linked to the internal design, with components densely packed together. This debacle traced its roots to Samsung's rivalry with Apple. In 2011, Apple sued Samsung, alleging design imitation and seeking billions in damages. Despite accusations, Samsung, feeling unjustly targeted, aimed to redefine its image from follower to innovator. They launched the Galaxy Note series, a hybrid tablet smartphone aiming for uniqueness and tight deadlines with aggressive specifications. The pressure to compete with Apple led to a chaotic rush in development, compromising quality control. Samsung engineers, caught in the fervor of competition, unwittingly released millions of flawed Note 7 phones globally. The company's significant investment in marketing this product further fueled the debacle. To compound matters, Samsung attempted to suppress information. Parody videos on YouTube featuring Galaxy Note 7 explosions faced copyright strikes, showcasing Samsung's futile attempts at censorship. Instead of containing the controversy, these actions only intensified public scrutiny and added another layer of controversy to the unfolding saga. In conclusion, amidst product challenges and leadership controversies, Samsung has sustained remarkable success, pioneering innovations like the folding phone. The company has become a global industry leader, surpassing revenue figures of giants like Google and Microsoft. From a small trading company in 1938, Samsung's journey showcases resilience, adaptability, and global prominence, underscoring its transformative narrative of enduring triumph amid adversities. Thanks for joining us on this captivating journey through the stories that shape our world. Your support keeps the Bullish Society thriving. Subscribe and ring the notification bell to never miss a captivating story. More incredible stories and interviews are coming your way. Stay tuned for what's next on the Bullish Society.